What's good, Digital Trap Squad? Y'all know what it is. Aight, bruh, look. We got news a few weeks ago that shocked everybody. Millions of people were impacted by this news. That somebody who was a son, a father, and a husband passed away. Jason David Frank is no longer with us, y'all. That is a sentence that I thought I would never say within the next 20 to 30 years of my life. A person whose impact had an effect on people beyond just Power Rangers, right? It was how he treated people. It was how motivational he was to people. It was the way that he embodied so many positive traits or work ethic out of this world that impacted people in his own age group and people who were younger than him. But the news really hits you harder when you hear that it was a suicide. And when you talk suicide, you understand that that means an individual was not eternally happy. This wasn't real. This was sometimes fake as they dealt with things behind the scenes. And we all sometimes have to go out here into the world and maybe put on a happy face on days we don't feel like being out there. But it seems like JDF had to do that more and more over the years. Which comes to show you that eternal happiness is more important than money. It's more important than clout. It's more important than sexual access. All of those things go to the side because eternal happiness outweighs all of them. It's who you are. It's how you move. It's the things you do behind the scenes that may affect you, making it to another 24 hours. And unfortunately, when you look at JDF, he didn't have eternal happiness. I look back at everything he did over the past few years, and a piece of me kind of goes to the shoulda, coulda, woulda round. And I don't want to say shoulda, coulda, woulda, but maybe if he would have just taken a break from the grind, right? From promoting Legend of the White Dragon to going out to so many comic cons and comic book shops, talking Power Rangers, doing his karate lessons. If you would have just taken a step away and said, I'm going to focus on this, so I'm okay, I think he would still be with us. I sincerely think that, because that man grinded and grinded and grinded, and I felt like he never made himself the priority. He did what heroes do, and heroes, much to their own demise, will put others before themselves. Crazy. But this also speaks to me wanting to reflect on other parts of his life. And one of the things that JDF did that was so motivational to me, and it's kind of caused for me to move different over the past few years, showing you another way that he's impacted me, was how, to the bitter end of his life, that man made healing from old wounds a fucking priority. He had something going on with his wife where she wanted a divorce, but they were on a vacation together in Texas, 2 separate hotel rooms, trying to reconcile their differences. That right there shows you. That shows you that that man was trying to build something. He was trying to heal from old wounds. He didn't want negativity existing. Same thing he did with Christopher Kamen Lee. Apparently him and Andros had beef at some point. I never knew that, but they reconciled years ago. JDF was the one that called him and said, hey man, can we bury the hatchet? We good? They were good. And beyond making up for past beefs he may have had in his life, it's how he built a lane for so many other people, bruh. Let's talk about the Power Rangers show, right? Him making the 6th Ranger something special in Mighty Morphin created a lane for so many other 6th Rangers to follow in the franchise. He was the first 6th Ranger. So if JDF doesn't come out here and care about this character, care about this franchise at the age of 20, then there's a good chance that PR might not be around, that other 6th Rangers may not have had the same amount of care. He made the 6th Ranger big in America, just like it's big over there in Japan with its counterpart, Super Sentai. But even beyond the camera, what he did as far as going to cons and creating a lane for other Power Ranger actors is something that I don't see him get enough credit for, because he took those early L's. After Dino Thunder, he would go to cons, the turnout wouldn't be that big. But over time, he kept going, kept attending. Hey, don't worry about paying me that much, I'll show up. Hey, I'll come for 3 days, I'll be there all day, I'll sign all day, don't worry about it, I'm good. Slowly over time, a Power Ranger actor, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 appearing at a con has become a staple now. It ain't really a superhero con, a comic book con, unless you got a few Power Ranger folks up in there. He created that lane. He opened that up for so many other people to walk through that door. And for anyone who wants to build a foundation, who wants to build something where people will follow them and people will acknowledge them and people will appreciate them, watch Jason David Frank sign autographs. Watch Jason David Frank talk to fans. That man is a masterclass on how you treat people that rock with you. I swear to God, that man had the same smile and positive energy with every single person he spoke to. Despite, I know he heard some of these same stories over and over again about the Green Ranger, about the White Ranger, about Turbo, about Zeo, about Dino Thunder. But yet, he had the same positive energy every single time. That's a masterclass on how you treat people. With that being said, rest in peace to a tremendous person. Somebody that I will always hold close to my heart. Always. Damn. He gone. It just don't feel fair, y'all. It just don't feel fair. Thank y'all for watching.